the one thing that makes the industry thing negative is that the people that people are describing when they say industry are just dickheads. Like if you're just not a dickhead, like
exactly.
well, actually, that's the bare minimum. But like, I also feel like being a genuine person, being a good person, and being kind to other people, like you can redefine what that means to somebody.
I do think that. So then I have to ask you this: do you fight trying to be industry? Like, do you want to be like? I don't know. Do you feel like you could be? Are you an industry nigga? Like, do you want to be an industry nigga?
That's a good question.
I don't know, because especially even coming here, man. Like I came here and like I knew a few people, but didn't really know that many people. I feel like now more than ever, I've just been myself anywhere. If that comes off as industry, cool. But like, I never really try and like fit into like what's going on with the industry specifically or the way people act. Cause like, I don't know. I feel like I go into rooms, go into spaces, and like being myself, I get farther than ever trying to be someone else, you know? So I don't know. I don't consider myself like industry. Like I think I have my own definition of what that is, and it's like pretty negative. But I don't know. So I guess someone could meet me and be like, "Oh, he's just an industry nigga." I don't know. Like, because I work in the music industry, and I work for like, you know, major corporations. But I don't know.
There is a negative,
I would say no.
There's a negative connotation, but like I feel like there maybe shouldn't be, because I do think of you as like an industry person, but I think of you that way because like when we talk, we're talking about music, and you have really informed opinions about music, and it's what we talk about the most. And I'm probably gonna see you at these industry events because you care about this shit and you want to be outside surrounded by music. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And to me, that makes you industry, but like, it's not a negative thing.
I was gonna say I didn't realize it until my girlfriend commented on it, because she's obviously an outsider to it.
Right.
And so when she sees us all like link up, or like when she sees us all go to a show, she says like, "Y'all are really a monolith." You know what I mean? Like y'all all really like, everyone is all trying to attain. It's a similar type of look. It's a similar type of energy. You know what I mean? But I think that's what life is. You know what I mean? It's about finding your groups and finding people that you could be around, and people that like, you know what I mean, share similar ideals and things like that. But it's just funny to think about how negative I've always thought about something, and then I feel like I'm almost becoming it more day and day. But I'm realizing it's not that bad of a thing. Like, it's not this whole big, oh, I'm a suit. I'm this like cornball now, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, like I just happen to be in rooms.
Because music industry is different than other industries.
Type shit.
It's not a suit. It's artist merch on top, probably some Jordans on your feet, you know, ripped denim. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, that's crazy.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro,
no
like,
Jordans, but you know, you got the rest.
I got the music tee on, bro. Like, I can't escape who I am.
Yeah.
Because this is who I like. This is what I like. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas like the same shit. I don't know, but it's just, I fight it. I fight it a lot. Like, I feel like a cornball a lot of times. Like, I get like imposter syndrome.
Right.
I think that's really what it manifests. I think that's really what it is, honestly.
I think you just gotta be a genuine person at the end of the day. Like, cause you define what the industry thing means to you. Like, obviously we're gonna move a certain way. We're gonna all pull up to the, you know, concerts together, to the events together, to like all that stuff, like Grammy weekend, like whatever. But I feel like at the end of the day, like, the one thing that makes the industry thing negative is that the people that people are describing when they say industry are just dickheads. Like, if you're just not a dickhead, like,
Exactly.
well, actually, that's the bare minimum. But like, I also feel like being a genuine person, being a good person, and being kind to other people, like, you can redefine what that means to somebody. You know what I mean? What an industry person, industry nigga, like,
Yes.
means to somebody. You just gotta be yourself, and you gotta be, because y'all are genuine people, I feel.
Yes.
So you just gotta be yourself.
I appreciate that.
no, that's it. And you made me think about it too, because it's like, I feel like a lot of what people think about as an industry person, they have that idea because of what artists say about industry people. You know what I mean? And there's not a lot of reason for artists to uplift industry people, but when they meet shitty ones, it's easy to tear them down. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a lot of where this kind of idea comes from.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of cool people in the industry.
Artists. All right. No, I'm talking to the artists though.
Speak on it.
Real
Speak on
quick.
it.
Yo, I fuck with most of the artists that I've ever met, like, hands down, because I understand the idea of wanting to just like create music and live in that space, but I feel like half the problems that I've heard that artists have with quote unquote industry people, it's really just a lack of information on their end too. Like you have to look into like this whole thing is a business. So like if you're gonna be, you know, beyond just like signing contracts, if you're gonna be interacting with people, you gotta understand that like people are moving in the interest of their business, whether it's the business that they work for or themselves as an entrepreneur and they consider themselves a business. Like you gotta understand that like self-interest plays a factor into it. So like being so trusting of random people you meet or like letting people like fill your head with like, you know, different things about what they're gonna do for you, bro, you just gotta move smarter. I genuinely feel that, and like I understand that that's like kind of a harsh take, but man, I just see so many people like kind of fall into that trap, like feeling like everyone's genuine. Everyone's not genuine.
It's not a harsh take because then what they can do with that information is treat themselves like a business.
Exactly.
So $1 million corporation isn't just gonna trust some random nigga that tried to come into the fold yesterday. You know what I mean? Like you have to treat your business, your artwork, your product to the highest degree. You know what I mean? You gotta really value that shit and not allow all these outside sources to just come in randomly and offer glitz and glamour and fake shit and just try to, I don't know, bro. People is always trying to profit off you. Right. Like there's a lot of the people who are trying to make money off the industry, like they don't look like us.
Right.
You know, they don't understand us actually. You know what I mean? We're a check, we're an easy come up, we're what's cool. So it's like, how can I take what's cool and make bread off it? How can I make my quick buck off it?
Right. And I think like, I don't know, I think at one point, like I was never really like an artist myself, but you know, we talked about it. Like people dabble in like, you know, you freestyle.
You got a verse.
You make boots. Yeah. Make beats, like different things. And like, I've always kind of seen myself as an artist in a way. So I kind of also feel like I relate to that, you know, just wanting to like create and not wanting to like be boxed in and like, man, just like trying to avoid the politics. But like at the end of the day, like it's part of it. Like that's life. Life's not fair. Knowing that and moving in a way that protects yourself and also protects the interests of your business while acknowledging that, okay, like not everyone is out to get you and can actually contribute and help your business. You just got to vet people a little bit more. I feel like that will ultimately help everybody, you know?
Yeah.
Vet your friends, man.
Vet your friends. I want to touch on something that you just said a little bit. You were kind of talking about yourself and as an artist. And a lot of my peers that do business, I do see as artists, and you're one of them, just because of kind of the way that you talk, that you move, that you handle things. You know, people can live artistically. You don't have to create all the time to be an artist. I saw it in the event that you threw, the Lonely Hearts event in DC, and I see it a lot in your Radio's Dead page. And I kind of want to touch a little bit about Radio's Dead and kind of like what that is and like when that started and where you could see that going in the future.